Like straight in town or straight to the airport, that's when you may have to move, but it looks like ideal today. So
hot balloon किन यो balloon चाहिँ त्यो उडाउनुको रहरले उडाएन नि त यिनीहरु
I know bro यति चाहिँ बिहान चिसार्नु त कसले ग्यास हालिदिन माथि फाल्दिएर हैन त्यो त कमन सेन्स आउने कुरा भयो
so at least an hour. I'm guessing it's not. Winds are very calm to this.
यो काइन्डले त्यो यो hour देखि 2 hour सम्म लाग्यो हैन त which hour
especially here in the black jacket.
कतिखेर उड्ने कतिखेर झर्ने पर्छ
And then Tammy flies the other way.
I saw his name on the Google review.
Oh okay. Yeah, he's real good. So
we came from all the way to Texas.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah, another group is from Houston over here. So
are you from DFW?
Dallas. Yeah, nice.
Dallas.
I've been to Plano before. I did a balloon rally out there.
Plano?
Yeah, they do a big balloon rally. So I used to work for Dos Equis, the hot air balloon. So yeah, until we take it, I drive all the way down there. Check if you grab coffee, take a bathroom real quick.
Oh, perfect. Okay. उहाँहरु त डङ्की त छ अरे के छ मेरो दाइ गुड मर्निङ त्यही हो हामीले चाहिँ यहाँ मर्निङ 7 बजेको थियो है हाम्रो 7 बजेको थियो हैन
6 बजे आएको
6 बजे त आयौं तर 7 बजेको हो नि त 7 बजे उडाउँछ नि त
6:30 बजे हो राम्रो लिग स्केड्युल 6:30 बजे हो
फर्महरु चाहिँ फिलअप गरियो हैन फर्महरु चाहिँ फिलअप
एन्ड के भन्ने रहेछ केही भन्न चाहिँ हामी जिम्मेवारी छैन
यहाँ चाहिँ टक्कै यसरी तयारी चाहिँ गर्दैछ
snapping that photo and that happens, you end up with the biggest wedgie of your life and me laughing at you because I've warned you about it. Once I get up off the ground of laughing, I'll come and check on you to make sure you're okay. But other than that, these inflator fans, they spin at about 3,500 RPMs. They love to suck loose articles of clothing, long hair, that type of stuff into it. Give it about a 5 to 10 foot window around and you'll be fine. Other than that, you're free to walk about, take videos, pictures, all you want. Once I start putting heat into it and the balloon starts to stand up like that, you're going to want to be right in this area. That's when things happen kind of quickly. To the left, it looks like we're calling Batman over there. And then the ladies,
story ma heर्नु न
looks like a flower right there.
म घुम्दैछु तिहारमा छुट्टी लगेर घुम्न
That wind kind of dissipated on us.
हजुर अनि घुम्दै थिएँ म अब कहिले जानुहुन्छ हजुर नि उहाँ उता कति ल बाबा त बुधबार जानुहुन्छ कम्प्लिटली बाबालाई त्यहाँ भनेर त उनीहरूलाई हाम्रो चिनेकाहरूलाई भन्न लाउने टिकट त निकालिदिइहाल्छ नि त्यताबाट भएन भने भन्नु मैले त यहीँबाट त 50 टिकटबाट निकालिदिइहाल्छु अहिले म यहाँ अलिकति सम्पर्क नहुने
Let's go.
Okay. ए उभिने गर exactly. Oh my god.
पक्रिदियो अनि पक्रिदिन्छ कहाँ पक्रिने यहाँ दुईजना
We're going to go through landing positions. I want everyone to go through the motions with me. So as we come into land, we're going to be going this way. But I want everyone facing that way. So if everyone will turn and face the van there. You see the rope handles, you got to turn and face that way.
Turn on that way, please, guys.
See the rope handles on the walls in front of you. You hold on and you put your backs against the wall or the person behind you.
Like that.
And you bend your legs. There's rope handles.
This.
Yeah. And you bend your legs. Put your back against the wall behind you.
This is landing description, guys.
Well, he's kind of in a corner, so that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
So that's going to be our landing position for 9 out of 10 flights. There's that one chance that the wind picks up and I say get down. If I say get down, I want your heads as low as possible, preferably below the top of the basket without your butts touching the ground.
Okay.
If that is the case, I expect everyone to hoot, holler, and scream as loud as you can. It's a little awkward when I'm the only one screaming.
Thank you. Why don't you guys all scoot down that way? Scoot down that way.
Yes.
Scoot down that way.
No,
Scoot
sorry.
down that way.
Go, guys.
Oh my god.
Lost.
माथिको आगोको गर न
Oh, that's nice, yeah, bro.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, to your east, you're about to have a sunrise come up over the Sandia Mountain. That mountain is 10,300 feet tall. There, Sandia tram goes to the top. It has casual dining for lunch, a dress code, and reservations for dinner.
Okay. Oh.
We were there yesterday.
Right below us, you see all these green trees that are having the nice fall foliage start. That is called our bosque. Bosque means forest in Spanish. It houses two things: the Rio Grande River that starts in Colorado and ends in the Gulf. You can decide which Gulf it is because somebody's never happy no matter what I say. It also houses the country's largest cottonwood grove. So if you're allergic to cottonwood trees like I am, it is just delightful in the spring.
Did you say this is the Rio Grande?
Yes. Yeah, it feels weird. And it is finally getting too hot in it, but we are in a drought and we had no spring runoff either. If you look a little farther south, you'll see 5 tall buildings. That's our downtown. We believe in going out, not up. Three sisters, they're extinct volcanoes. They never really erupted, they more oozed. And they created this ridge that's a little closer to us. It houses our Indian petroglyphs. What is an Indian petroglyph? It is ancient Indian writings. There is a visitor center and walking trails or hiking trails, depending on your ability. And one of those trails goes to the top of the volcano on the farthest to the north. And here comes your sunrise.
Sunrise.
माथिको पनि आउँछ है अलिअलि कलाइन
Be respectful of the other people in the bus.
I'm right now
Because there is many.
it's Airballoon safari. Yes, on.
कस्तो लागिरहेको
How do you feel today, bro? आँखा घुम्छ थाहा तल हेऱ्यो भने त It's a nice place, bro. माथि माथि उत्तर हामी चाहिँ अहिले राइट नाउ हैन न्यू मेक्सिकोको एयरबेलोन सफारीमा चाहिँ छौँ अहिले चाहिँ हामी 12,000 फिट माथि चाहिँ उडिरहेको अवस्था हो अहिले चाहिँ अब हेर्नु न यहाँबाट यस्तो बवाल भ्यू देखिरहेछ यस्तो मर्निङ टाइममा यो सिन देख्नु भने राम्रै कुरा हो हैन हेर्नु जङ्गलहरू यो तलको बस्तीहरू भयो यो भयो त्यस्तो चाहिँ यहाँ फायर गाइड्सहरू हाम्रो गाइड्सहरू होइन यहाँ धेरै धेरै उठिरहेको उठ्नु तर
I try to give everyone a view at some point.
हामी बस्ने घर ट्याक्सी यहीँतिर हो गाडीमा
यता यता कृष्ण हामी कति हजार फिट माथि छौँ
The door, the bus door.
सोध्नु त अमित कति हजार माथि हो
कति फिट माथि कति
It's a tricky situation.
कति
कस्तो फिल भइरहेछ त सरलाई यस्तो त्यो गर्दाखेरि देख्दाखेरि
दामी भइरहेछ
विनोद के छ भन्नु के कस्तो भइरहेछ अच्छा लेकिन लेकिन
हो
के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ
एकदम ठिक छ रमाइलो भइरहेछ एकदम इन्जोय भइरहेछ
ओ अमित दाइ के कस्तो भइरहेछ एकदम सबैलाई
मज्जा आइरहेछ
सबैलाई के कस्तो
It's having really fun. And this is my first time on hot air balloon. I really love the view wherever we're seeing right now. And then I'm so excited to come back again and try one more time with my girlfriend.
Oh no. अब मेरो पनि फर्स्ट टाइम हो हामी सबैजनाको फर्स्ट टाइम हो होइन तर नसोचेकै भइरहेको छ यस्तो खालको हुन्छ भन्ने होइन यस्तो मजाको मर्निङ टाइममा यो सिनहरू एक्सपिरियन्स गर्नु भने चाहिँ एकदम रमाइलो मुभमेन्ट भइरहेको छ यहाँ चाहिँ यहाँ तल चाहिँ खोला छ
भिडियो रेकर्ड
मलाई त यस्तो ठ्याक्कै यस्तो यो मजाले खिच्नु भएको छ हामी दुई तिनवटा पुस्तक
Are you south of me?
तल हेर्दै
के स्टोरेज रुमहरु होला हैन
त्यस्तै
I think those are the storage rooms.
तिमीमा त बाहिर जानु पर्ने होला नि
It's all good. We are not.
के बोल्नु भन्दै भन्नु के बोल्नु न कस्तो लाग्यो तपाईलाई
ल मलाई अब
वर्ती लाग्यो
समग्रमा चाहिँ कन्क्लुड गर्नुपर्दा चाहिँ जस्ट आई लिटरली इन्जोयड द
दिस मोमेन्ट
this hot air balloon since it was my very first experience. I had a wonderful time with the crew and all my friends. So सायद मलाई मौका मिल्यो भने आउने दिनमा in futures if it becomes possible then I'm going to join it once more. एक दिन म फेरि आउन चाहन्छु
ल के छ
तपाईको दिपेश सर
मेरो पनि त्यस्तो खासै त केही छैन तर
ए दामी छ
मास्टरको हो त यार
लाइफमा अरू कुराहरू भन्दा यस्तो एक्सपिरियन्स गर्दा it feels better हैन and then the movement the environment the sunrise everything is pretty good and I love it and this is lifetime experience actually and then the people who want to have adventure they can come over here and have it's really good I really love it.
I think this time this weather is that's good time right morning time this moment
the memorable moment is like we just woke up early in the morning and then we saw the sunrise. That's the most important things, you know, like it's really good timing, good environment and
यता तपाईहरुले देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ दिस यो घरहरुको यो हैन के स्ट्रक्चर इन्जिनियरिङ यस्तो बवाल देखिरहेको
घरहरुको डिजाइन हेर्नुस् हैन अमेरिकन
हेर्नुस् मान्छे छैन घरको आँगन कतै पनि मान्छे देख्नुहुन्न तपाईहरु गाडी र घर देख्नुहुन्छ मान्छे चाहिँ कहाँ छन् घर भित्र है
सबैजनाको काम हुन्छ बिजी
हुन्छ मान्छे ल तपाईहरुले यहाँबाट माथिबाट एउटा कुनै काहीँ मान्छे देख्नुभयो तपाईहरुले हामीले त देख्न सकेनौं त्यो कुकुरहरु चाहिँ देखिरहेको छु बरु कुकुर भुकिरहेछ
गाडीहरु चाहिँ देखिन सकियो
मान्छे देखिएन के
मान्छे नेपाल थोरै
यहाँको घरमा मान्छे बस्दैन क्या हो ऊ त्यहाँ दुईजना चाहिँ देखियो तीनजना
Doesn't matter which direction you are, but find two rope handles, hang on in two spots, and be sure you're bending your knees.
Be near the truck. Near the truck.
If you're not hanging on in two spots, your phone goes flying out of the way.
अब चाहिँ हाम्रो हैन लगाएर ल्यान्डिङ थियो हुनको अब ल्यान्डिङ थियो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हल्का पोजिसन हो बस्नु हल्का ल्यान्डिङ गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ
यो अलिकति धक्का दिन्छ
ल्यान्डिङ प्रोसेस
केटाले जुनी फेर नि यारमा
ल्यान्ड भयो हामी चाहिँ ल्यान्ड भयो
There's going to be a bounce. Stop screaming. What's with that?
ल ल्यान्डिङ लास्टमा फाइनली ल्यान्डिङ चाहिँ यस्तो
यो ढुङ्गा यो ब्रेक होला क्या ब्रेक रहेछ क्या है
फाइनली ल्यान्डिङ चाहिँ यस्तोमा
ल्यान्डिङ चाहिँ मन परेन हौ मलाई चाहिँ अरू भन्दा
I will.
Okay.
Okay, Xavier, go ahead and hop out, buddy.
Only Xavier get out. Everybody else stay in this basket till you're asked, please. Do not get out.
We're gonna, of course, have to. You want to grab the truck? Here.
Do you want me to get out?
Yeah.
Tree.
We're on these rocks. So.
इमेजिन ल्यान्डिङ
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, don't get
Oh,
out.
no.
No,
You stay in.
you do not get out till we ask you to.
They're all crew members, so they're hopping out to help.
Oh.
लग्ने नि
Are we
के नि
gonna
त
push it, or are we waiting for the truck?
Yeah.
I thought.
हल्का हल्का ल्यान्डिङमा चाहिँ हल्का प्रोच त्यो नै हुँदो रहेछ हैन
We will. Yeah.
ए गाडीले तान्छ होला के
When we get down, once we get to where we're going to deflate,
यो चाहिँ यसको हावा पनि कम हुँदै जाँदो रहेछ क्या बिस्तारै यो
because we keep you in the basket until we actually pull.
अब यसै गरी लग्ने
गाडीबाट चाहिँ हामीलाई लान्छ होला सर
गाडी हुँदै थाहा छैन यसै गरी लगिन्छ क्या
बोल्न बा
पङ्गु बनाउन पायो है
We're going to have to charge everybody for a second flight.
या
कति सुविधा हेर त रेल गाडी
हामी चाहिँ अब ल्यान्ड भएर पनि यहाँ यहाँ तल आइसक्यौँ यहाँ चाहिँ अब यसरी यो
हामीलाई चाहिँ रेड गाडी पनि हाल्छ क्या अहिले
यो ल्यान्डिङ प्रोसेसिङहरू चाहिँ हुँदो रहेछ यसलाई एकदम कन्ट्रोल चाहिँ गर्नु पर्दो रहेछ हरेक यतातिरबाट जताकतैबाट अब
झर्ने होइन उनीहरूले नभन्नु नि
यो चाहिँ एकदम ल्यान्ड गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एकदम त्यो हुनु पर्दो रहेछ क्या सबैजनाको
All I see is pleasant. Okay. All right, so he wants a photo, so we can get his phone and then go out and get a photo of the entire
So
balloon.
this is one of my personal crew guys.
And if you look to the left, it looks like we're calling Batman over there. And then for the ladies, or lady,
स्टोरीमा हेर्नु न
looks like a flower right there.
चाहिँ म घुम्दैछु तिहारमा छुट्टी लगेर घुम्न आएको
That wind kind of dissipated on us.
हजुर अनि घुम्दै थिएँ म अब कहिले जानुहुन्छ हजुर नि उहाँ उता कति ल बाबा त बुधबार जानुहुन्छ
ओरेन्ज भन्दा त अर्कै जुस खाँदा ठिक होला
Here's cider. Please keep
ओरेन्ज जुस खान्छौ कि दाइ तिमी अर्को वाइन
म त वाइन खान्छु
वाइन
cider.
रक्सी हो नि यो फेरि
आई नो ब्रो
Got another bottle of cider coming.
वाइन हो क्या स्पेसल चलाउँछ नि यसले अब बिजनेसलाई नि पर्पज
यहाँ चाहिँ अब यस्तो ठाउँमा चाहिँ वाइन
यहाँबाट होइन यो यहाँको होइन यो
All right, everybody. He's going to tell you the history of
All right, guys,
ballooning.
I'm going to tell you how all this started. Way back in 1783 with the Montgolfier brothers. They were paper makers by trade. And one day as they were burning off a run of scraps, they noticed how all of them were lifting up with the smoke. So they thought smoke had some kind of magical lifting agent. And so they thought, hey, if we can capture that smoke and ash, we could fly. And so they made a great big paper envelope, which we still call the fabric parts above our head an envelope today. They put it over the fire and watched it just fly off into the countryside. And that's when they had that light bulb idea to create the world's first aircraft, which is just basically a big crate with some ropes tied to a big old envelope. Next, they had to find some passengers, some test subjects to fly in. And so they used common barnyard animals. They used a sheep, because sheep had similar anatomy to a human, and they thought, hey, if a sheep can fly, maybe one day humans can go up as well. They used a duck because he flies up there somehow. Maybe he can learn maybe he'll figure out how to steer this thing. And a rooster, because I mean, you could hear those things squawking from miles away. So they knew they could recover the balloon or the aircraft when it landed. So they put all the animals in a crate, got another big smoky fire, and watched it fly off into the countryside. History tells us that flight lasted 9 minutes, what we refer to as a rainbow rider flight. We went straight up and straight back down, right over to Farmer Pierre's field. Farmer Pierre is out working with his farm hands. When he hears this thing squawking and smoking, they think it's a dragon. So what do you do with a dragon? No, you do slay that dragon. So the aircraft lands in the field. They just rip it to shreds. The Montgolfier brothers come right up on horseback, because they didn't have a 4-wheel drive truck and a van, and I don't know how they did it, but they were like, oh no, our balloon is shot, but all the animals had survived. Unfortunately, the sheep had stepped on the duck's wing and broken it, and that was Ballooning's first quack up. Our jokes are just terrible, sorry guys. So later that night, as they're enjoying some duck l'orange, a few pieces of fried chicken, and a small rack of lamb, they thought, hey, we're smart guys, we could totally do this with humans. So they needed a ton of silk to make a large balloon enough to fly, to fly people. So they went to King Louis XVI and told him their crazy idea, and he's like, yeah, I'll totally give you the all the silk you need to make this balloon, and if you need any test subjects, my jail is down the street. You can get as many as you want. So it gets out on Facebook that there's going to be this balloon flying around the countryside with all these prisoners in it, and that's when a couple of French noblemen got involved. We would call them attorneys today. They're like, nope, we're not, you can't do it. So they volunteered to go up instead. So the world's first balloon flight on November 21st, 1783, and it was in downtown Paris, where the Eiffel Tower stands today. Everybody was there. King Louis, Marie Antoinette, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Beyonce did the halftime show. So by the time by the time the balloon was ready to fly, everybody was like they were going crazy. Everybody was drinking heavily. They find our passengers in the crowd. They throw them in the basket, get the fire going really smoky and really thick, cut the ropes, and off they went on man's first ever balloon flight. So 2 men aboard the aircraft that morning. Marquis de Andres, he's terrified. He doesn't know what's going on. He just sits in the corner, like scared to death. But he's still famous because his name is in lights in front of every movie theater, like the one across the street from here. And the second guy, he's a daredevil, Pilate de Rosière. And so he's like, hanging out the sides, screaming, oh, look at me, I'm so cool. He's the original pilot. So now every time the pilots take off, they have to let everyone know how cool they are. And that's why they have the radios, not to talk to us, but to let everyone know, hey, look at me, I'm cool, I'm flying in the balloon. And so once again, they fly right over Farmer Pierre's field. And Farmer Pierre's getting pretty jaded. He's like, man, this dragon went from stealing farmhands to stealing drunken French attorneys. So the balloon comes in, crashes down, then the balloon crashes, they rip to shreds. The Montgolfier brothers come right up on horseback, and they're like, sacre bleu, another balloon shot. But this was the king's balloon, so they're in big trouble. They report back to King Louis. They tell him, hey, ballooning is awesome, but your peasants are revolting. Every time they see this balloon, they just rip to shreds. And they're like, well, it's true, most of them are illiterate, but they all recognize the king's seal on his bottle of wine. So he said, next time you fly, take a bottle of wine with you and show it to them before you land. Say, hey guys, I'm not a threat, I'm here ready to party. So, and so it works great. We still carry champagne on every balloon flight to this day, in case Tammy lands on someone's house or car, we kind of smooth things over. But so it spreads like wildfire all across Europe. Everybody's doing it, and it makes its way to Ireland, where the first Irishman to fly was an Irish monk, and he had a great flight, a hard smackdown landing where he crawled out, kissed the ground. He was so happy to be there, and composed the balloonist prayer, which is on the bottom of your flight certificates we're about to hand out. And it goes, the winds have welcomed you with softness, the sun has blessed you with his warm hands. You have flew so high and so well that God has joined you in your laughter and sent you gently back into the loving hands of Mother Earth. So cheers, folks. We have thank you for flying with us. So we're gonna hand out some certificates for everybody.
What we don't get them. Oh, we get certificate? Thank you so much.
I'm gonna have a hard time with these ones.
The best.
Your name is Tammy
That's you?
as well?
Yeah, that should be different one. This is not mine. Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, guys. I just got him off the waivers that you guys did.
This is me, yeah. This is handsome.
Button.
This is handsome. Oh my god.